by a scheming, manipulative, morbidly obese, coked-out fisting bottom with a rubber checkbook where a stack of bills should be? Get dressed, I say, as I gather up his wallet and his 3 vials of Coke. We're going to the ATM.
I do think there is something momentous and revelatory about stepping out in front of a crowd and turning to face them and offering them your story.
I resolved to show this fucking bullshit immigrant his place by taking him where both of us were unwanted refugee vermin.
I'm an escort or like a hooker or a prostitute or whatever you want to say.
At Gucci, they don't give a fuck about him and his money. He wandered around the store asking for someone to help him and his girlfriend find a dress and shoes to wear for him. I felt sorry for him.
I wouldn't say that I'm open about being a sex worker. That's kind of an oversimplification.
I say I'm a stripper. I don't say I'm a burlesque performer because it's straight.
Sweetheart, if you are a pretty woman and you have scathed without giving up the goodies, the cookies, the golden box, the Emerald City, by far you are the best hoe I know.
Not every sex worker wants to be this dizzy airhead that doesn't want to stand up for something.
One of the kind of misconceptions about the sex industry is that it's easy, anybody can do it, and each job is basically the same. None of those things are true.
I'm Audacia Ray, former sex worker, storyteller, and media producer.
So when I first started working in the sex industry, I was trying to figure out what I might be good at versus what would send me home crying every day.
Since 2009, I've been producing monthly storytelling events, where people with experiences in the sex trades tell true stories about their lives.
I call it going little green monkey on them. Hold on to whatever you can, man boobs work well, and attach yourself with the force of the jungle.
She's never been religious, but in a way, spanking has become a ritualized absolution, except instead of sin, it wipes away neuroses.
The main thing was to be in a group of people where I didn't feel like I needed to edit myself.
We feature true stories by people who have experiences in the sex trades.
So much of what clients do with hookers makes sense in their pathetic, horny brains, but falls apart under their flimsy, lusty logic in the real world.
Of course, there's a lot of sexual content in these stories, and people love hearing about sex.
I love using writing and performance as a way to process my experiences in sex work by, taking that power back.
Motherfucker, I am young. You are old. You're closer to death. I'm not confident about what waits for you in the afterlife.
I was tired of hiding out.
The truth burned my throat coming up the way strong liquor does going down.
The first thing I say to somebody when they want to be an escort, imagine the most disgusting, repulsive person in the world. They smell, they're gross, and now you have to make them feel good about themselves. And now you have to fuck them.
This fall, we're stepping up our game and moving the diaries from the intimate space of Happy Ending and onto the stage of Joe's Pub at the Public Theater, where some of our all-star performers will tell their stories in front of over 200 people.
Joe's Pub is an amazing venue. It's like a part of New York history.
We've teamed up with an Emmy Award-winning film crew to document the storytellers as they write, rehearse, and perform their stories for the big night.
Documentation is important.
I mean, it is kind of a strange, solitary existence.
So much of what happens, it's necessarily shrouded.
Maybe they find this piece of work. It gives a sense that it's okay, you're not alone.
The more that we can get our stories out there, true, honest stories about what it means to be a sex worker, that's the clearest path to humanizing us.
I want to turn that sort of trite, moralizing redemption narrative that we hear so much about sex work on its ass.